Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of today's reading. So I'm up to Surah 62, ayah number 5. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The example of those who were entrusted with observing the Torah but failed to do so is that of a donkey carrying books. How evil is the example of those who rejected God's signs. For Allah does not guide the wrongdoing people. Say, O Prophet, O Jews, if you claim to be Allah's chosen people out of all humanity, then wish for death, if what you say is true. But they will never wish for that because of what their hands have done, and Allah has perfect knowledge of the wrongdoers. Say, the death you are running away from will inevitably come to you. Then you will be returned to the knower of the seen and the unseen, and he will inform you of what you used to do. O believers, when the call to prayer is made on Friday, then proceed diligently to the remembrance of Allah and leave off your business. That is best for you, if only you knew. Once the prayer is over, disperse throughout the land and seek the bounty of Allah. And remember Allah often, so you may be successful. When they saw the fanfare along with the caravan, they almost all flocked to it, leaving you, O Prophet, standing on the pulpit. Say, what is with God is far better than amusement and merchandise, and God is the best provider. Okay, Surah 63, Surah al-Munafiqun. Surah al-Munafiqun, which means the hypocrites. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. When the hypocrites come to you, O Prophet, they say, we bear witness that you are certainly the messenger of God, and surely God knows that you are his messenger. But God bears witness to that the hypocrites are truly liars. They have made their false oaths as a shield, hindering others from the way of Allah. Evil indeed is what they do. This is because they believed and then abandoned faith. Therefore, their hearts have been sealed, so they do not comprehend. When you see them, their appearance impresses you, and when they speak, you listen to their impressive speech. But they are just like worthless planks of wood leaned against a wall. They think every cry is against them. They are the enemy, so beware of them. May Allah condemn them. How can they be deluded from the truth? Then it is said to them, come, the messenger of Allah will pray for you to be forgiven. They turn their heads in disgust, and you see them, O Prophet, turn away in arrogance. It is the same whether you pray for their forgiveness or not. Allah will not forgive them. Surely Allah does not guide the rebellious people. They are the ones who say to one another, do not spend anything on those emigrants with the messenger of God, so that they will break away from him. But to Allah alone belongs the treasuries of the heavens and the earth, yet the hypocrites do not comprehend. They say, if we return to Medina, the honorable will definitely expel the inferior. But all honor and power belongs to Allah, his messenger, and the believers, yet the hypocrites do not know. O believers, do not let your wealth or your children divert you from remembrance of Allah. For whoever does so, it is they who are the true losers. And donate from what we have provided for you before death comes to one of you, and you cry, O Lord, if only you delayed me for a short while. I would give in charity and be one of the righteous. But Allah never delays a soul when its appointed time comes. And Allah is all aware of what you do. Okay, Surah 64. Surah Taqabun. Surah Taqabun. Surah Taqabun. Okay, which means mutual loss and gain. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. Whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth constantly glorifies Allah. The kingdom is his, and all praise is for him, for he is most capable of everything. He is the one who created you, yet some of you are disbelievers, while some are believers. And Allah is all-seeing of what you do. He created the heavens and the earth for a purpose. He shaped you in the womb, perfecting your form, and to him is the final return. He knows whatever is in the heavens and the earth, and he knows whatever you conceal and whatever you reveal. For Allah knows best what is hidden in the heart. Have the stories of those who disbelieved before you not reached you, pagans? They tasted the evil consequences of their doings, and they will suffer a painful punishment. That was because their messengers used to come to them with clear proofs, but they said mockingly, how can humans be our guides? So they disbelieved and turned away. And Allah was not in need of their faith, for Allah is self-sufficient and praiseworthy. Excuse me, sorry guys, my asthma. The disbelievers claim they will not be resurrected. Say, O Prophet, yes, by my Lord, you will surely be resurrected. Then you will certainly be informed of what you have done. and that is easy for Allah. So believe in Allah and His Messenger, and in the light we have revealed. And Allah is all aware of what you do. Consider the day He will gather you all for the day of gathering. That will be the day of mutual loss and gain. So whoever believes in Allah and does good, He will absolve them from their sins and admit them into gardens under which rivers flow, to stay there forever and ever. That is the ultimate triumph. As for those who disbelieve and reject our signs, they will be the residents of the fire, staying there forever. What an evil destination. No calamity befalls anyone except by God's will, and whoever has faith in Allah, He will rightly guide their hearts through adversity, and Allah has perfect knowledge of all things. Obey Allah and obey His Messenger. But if you turn away, then our Messenger's duty is only to deliver the message clearly. Allah, there is no God worthy of worship except Him. So in Allah, let the believers put their trust. O believers, indeed some of your spouses and children are enemies to you, so beware of them. But if you pardon, overlook, and forgive their faults, then Allah is truly all-forgiving, most merciful. Your wealth and children are only a test, but Allah alone has a great reward. So be mindful of Allah to the best of your ability, hear and obey, and spend in charity. That will be best for you. And whoever is saved from the selfishness of their own souls, it is they who are truly successful. If you lend to God a good loan, He will multiply it for you and forgive you. For Allah is most appreciative, most forbearing. He is a knower of the seen and unseen, the Almighty, all-wise. Now we're up to Surah 65. Surah Talaq, which means divorce. Okay, this is all about divorce, the rules and stuff. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. Okay. O Prophet, instruct the believers, when you intend to divorce women, then divorce them with concern for their waiting period and count it accurately. So he's talking about the iddah period, that when a man divorces his wife, there's a period of, I think, 3 months, or is it 4, that they have to wait before they actually do the divorce, just in case she's pregnant. So then if she is pregnant, then they're gonna not divorce, inshallah. Yeah. Because it's better not to divorce if you find out you're having a baby, right? So back then there was no technology that could check if you were pregnant early, so to wait like 3 or 4 months to find out. Okay. And count it accurately. And fear Allah, your Lord. Do not force them out of their homes, nor should they leave, unless they commit a blatant misconduct. These are the limits set by God. And whoever transgresses Allah's limits has truly wronged his own soul. You never know, perhaps Allah will bring about a change of heart later. Yeah, so divorce is not forbidden in Islam, but it's not favorable anyway. So Allah says, if there's, like, you should try everything you possibly can to fix the marriage so that you don't have to get divorced. But if you've tried everything and nothing has been working and you just can't resolve your problems, then you can get divorced. It's like the last resort. Then when they have almost reached the end of their waiting period, the iddah period, either retain them honorably or separate from them honorably. Like, separate with respect for one another. Like civilized, in a civilized manner, kind of thing. And call 2 of your reliable men to witness either way, and let the witnesses bear true testimony for the sake of Allah. This is enjoined on whoever has faith in Allah in the last day. And whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make a way out for them, and provide for them from sources they could never imagine. And whoever puts their trust in Allah, and He alone is sufficient for them, certainly Allah achieves His will. Allah has already set a destiny for everything. Everything's already written. Ayah 4. A lot of people like to use this following ayah that I'm about to read and totally twist it around the meaning of it. They have no idea. But it's so clear. It's so clear, and I'm going to explain it to you, okay? This is what it says. The translation from Arabic to English, keep in mind, English is a far inferior language compared to Arabic, that a lot of things get lost in translation. You always have to keep that in mind when you're reading an English translation of the Quran. It's far superior. Arabic is a far superior language. It's far more complex and intricate than English, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to explain it to you. Okay, here it is. As for your women past the age of menstruation, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months, and those who have not menstruated as well. As for I'm just going to finish the ayah before I explain that. As for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery. And whoever is mindful of Allah, he will make their matters easy for them. Okay. A lot of people, especially Islamophobes, try to use this ayah to say to people that Islam allows child marriage because it says you can divorce. Basically, it's all about divorce, right? This surah is all about divorce. It says you can, so basically it's saying you can divorce a female person who has not menstruated as well, as in who has not started menstruation. Meaning that prepubescent, perhaps, girls can be married. So listen, if you read it in Arabic, and if you understand Arabic, you will not see a single word that means girl in this whole surah. Every word that is referring to the female wife in this surah is woman, not girl. There's no girl in this whole surah. It always says woman. So it means a woman who maybe has some health problems, who has not started menstruation yet, which, okay, there is an actual medical condition. I forget what it's called, but I was looking at it yesterday. You guys can Google it. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Amenorrhea or something like that. Amenorrhea, maybe, something like that. Anyways, where a woman can reach puberty and go through puberty without even starting their period, without even starting to menstruate. And it's a health condition, and it happens in, it said, less than 1% of adolescent girls. So, and also, if you're malnourished or underweight, your period doesn't start. And it can stop at any time too if you're malnourished, or if you have any other health. There are many factors that contribute to amenorrhea, if I'm saying it right, that health condition where you can go through puberty without even starting your menstrual cycle. And it does happens even now in this day and age, and I'm sure it happened back then 1400 years ago as well. It's happened throughout history. So guys, it doesn't say girls here, it says women who have not started their period, which means that they have some kind of health concern like that, what I said, amenorrhea, or they're malnourished, or they're underweight, which can also prevent you from having your periods. So, Islamophobes, go away. Alright. Ayah number 5. This is a commandment of Allah, which He has revealed to you, and whoever is mindful of Allah, He will absolve them of their sins and reward them immensely. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to read one more ayah. Let them live where you live during their waiting period. So live together during the iddah period, according to your means. And do not harass them to make their stay unbearable. If they are pregnant, then maintain them until they deliver. And if they nurse, sorry, I went too far. So it said, if they nurse, your child, compensate them and consult together courteously. But if you fail to reach an agreement, then another woman will nurse the child for the father. Let the man of wealth provide according to his means. As for the one with limited resources, let him provide according to whatever Allah has given him. Allah does not require of any soul beyond what He has given it. After hardship, Allah will bring about ease. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for part 2, guys, and I'll see you back here, inshallah, for part 3. Stay tuned.